Hello, hello, crafty friends. This is Yana Smakula. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are unboxing day 5 of the Crafty Advent Calendar from Spellbinders. Just a reminder, I do have videos looking at the previous days of this Advent. This is day 4, day 3, day 2, and day 1 cards and or projects. I don't have actual tutorials for you, but I do share the opening of the window and I talk about the card or the project that I created. So today we're looking at day 5, and here is the day 5 window. Let's go ahead and open this and take a look at our little goodie inside. Are you guys ready? Ta-da-da! Oh, I forgot I didn't do the shake shake. Maybe I'll do that a little later. Or I should do it now. Shake, shake. Ah, love it. Okay, so this is a look at the products. I bet this is a die set and a floral die set. Yes! Oh my gosh. Love floral dies. And this looks different. This looks like I don't have dies like that in my stash. So yay. Excited. Let me set this aside. I'm going to open these, show you the size so we can get an idea of the size flowers that we can create. So it looks like these 2 layer, and then this is like the base for this one. So this is a pretty decent size flower. This is like 2 and a little bit, 2¼ inches tall by, maybe like 1.5 inches wide. And then we have additional pieces like this other flower, another flower, and some pieces to decorate the flower centers. Okay, I'm going to pause my video, think about a card that I can make using these beautiful florals, and I'll be back. Here's a look at the card I created. I went with a very, very, very bold primary color combination. This is not something I do often, but I wanted to give it a try. And I quite like the way this turned out. Of course, it's not like everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoyed creating a card in this color combination. So here we have a floral pattern, but because of the colors, it looks a very bold pattern. You can easily recreate this using much softer colors or colors that, are observed in nature. You could go with, for instance, white flowers and then green stems in the same yellow background, and your card would not look as striking. I used beeswax for the background, cosmic sky for the stems and the leaves, and then I have a tiny bit of poppy used for the sentiment. Now, as for the white, I brought in white from the Treasured Cardstock pack. I was planning to use the brushed white that I really love and use all the time, but right now, when I'm filming this video, and I am filming this a little bit ahead of time, brushed white is sold out on the Spellbinders website, and quite honestly, I'm not sure if this color is coming back. So I wanted to give you an alternative. And I also wanted to play with another product that I now have in my stash that I really haven't had a chance to play with. And that's the Treasured Cardstock Antique Assorted Pack. So Spellbinders has quite a few of these treasured cardstock packs. There's, well, I don't remember. There's like red, blue, I think, gold, silver, black, white, and I think there's one more that I'm forgetting. So in this white one, there is glitter cardstock, there is matte metallic, there is brushed metallic, which is kind of very, very similar to the brushed white. I feel like this one, the brushed metallic, is a little bit thinner than the original brushed white cardstock, but very, very similar. Then there is mirror metallic. You can see that it, has a bit of a reflection. And then there's the pearl metallic. So for this card, I use the brushed metallic and the mirror metallic cardstock. And both of these are 85-pound cardstock weight. You could, if you don't have this pack, use different kinds of white cardstock. You would want to find something with different texture. So for instance, if you have smooth white cardstock and textured white cardstock, that would be a good alternative because you would have the same color but different textures. So, you can see what you have in your stash if you want to recreate this card. So basically cut all of the pieces out in my decorating machine, and then I created a pattern. I tried to stay away a little bit from the edge on each side. As you can see, I didn't cut anything off the edge. I contained all of my flowers within this card base, and this is an A2, so 4¼ by 5½ inches. And I also used thin foam adhesive squares, so 1 millimeter thick foam adhesive squares. You can see that there is like a teeny tiny bit of dimension, but not a lot. I did use glue to adhere all of the stems and all of the leaves because these are very, very delicate, very dainty. And I didn't want these, to just snag on something and tear once I was hand delivering this card. So I used glue. But then these flowers, like this type of flower and this type of flower, and then in this flower, I do have a little bit of that 1 millimeter foam adhesive squares used just to add a teeny tiny bit of dimension here onto the card. I also used gems for my stash. These are the graphite gems. You could also use black. I'm all out of black, so I've switched to the graphite. That graphite is like this dark gray color, almost black. Black is going to look darker, blacker. The graphite is a little bit on the grayer side. Still look good. Black would look good here. If you wanted this card to have a lighter look and feel, you could use white. Spellbinders has opal gems. Those would look amazing here. And they would also work really well with the sentiment here. So for the sentiment, I used Ideal Moments Better Press sentiment set. That's the same one that I used for my card on day 4. So I have thanks a million here. You can tell that this is the same font. For this card, I went with red cardstock, so poppy, that same opal white foiled it, cut it out using the coordinating die. Love these because this is like one and done. I foil it once, I cut it out once, and then I have a whole bunch of sentiments that I can use over and over again. To be honest, I didn't even foil it this time because I already had these foiled. So I just cut them out and I have a sentiment for this card. So this is a look at my card featuring day 5 surprise. Love these florals. I'm telling you guys, these are fantastic. And again, you can make a much softer card if you just change up the color combination and go with like, pinks and yellows and greens or different shades of purples and green. So many different things you can do. So this is a look at day 5. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with day 6.